Hello everyone, my name is Brendan Whitaker, but you probably already know from the channel, and this will be a video about, well, I should probably stay off the internet for a while, because it's got a little rough over the months. What we're going to do here is just do a few sections of why it's just not really that good of a place right now. But before I start off with that, let me just read a little definition, just for some reason. Cult. Noun. A group of obsessive people sharing devotion to a principle or person. Just wanted to throw that out there. No reason why. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. Memes. Everyone loves a good meme, of course. Basically everything is a meme, including a handshake. But now with the internet these days and mainstream stuff, certain things are just made into memes now. And instead of anyone being able to make whatever the frick they want, it's just whatever's popular. It can just be anything that's on the internet, and you have to make it, because any meme that's considered dead would be uncool. Now, I talked about this in the past, POG just being another word for cool. It was just a completely useless thing. Now we've seen that POG has actually been banned from Twitch because of it being offensive. I honestly don't know why. I didn't research it enough. I just know it was that big of a deal enough to ban it on Twitch. And you know what? Fortunately for them, there was no uprising. And you know why? Because it was going to be forgotten anyway. The entire meme of it was just going to be forgotten. POG was simply going to be abandoned for another meme anyway, so. Because it was simply a short-lived thing, like any trend will be nowadays, this very progressive thing that attacked it was not addressed at all. So, you know, I guess it's not really anything, really. And we have one of these more recent memes, this is how my parents died, parappa. Now, I don't know why people like this.
This is where I watch my parents die, parappa. This is where you watch your parents die. Oops.
You really think that's good? You really think that's a good meme to just be popular enough that people can copy it? You really think that's good? I'm very glad I'm making this video now after that. The next thing we're gonna get to is right there.
Favorite thing about anime is all of the grunting and noises that people are making with their mouths all the time.
Anime. I've done another video on that too. Yeah, I'm not that much of an anime fan, and I kind of hate myself for the stuff I did watch as a kid. Most anime today is just generic. It's easy to be consumed, and none of them are different from one another. Now, one example I have here is, well, two examples actually. The first one would be a video by YGG about a show called The Asterisk War. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yes, it is 4 hours. But you can watch it. I watched it 5 times. You can watch it. Trust me. It will not feel long. You can watch it. And that being said, let's get to the actual example that I have now. There is this ad coming up called for Gundam Breaker. It's a show that's, I guess, a year old. Now, I only watched the ad, and most likely you have too, because it's an ad. You can't skip the first 5 seconds of it. So that being said, I'm just going to do a quick rundown of the things that were so bad in the trailer alone that, no, I'm not even going to watch the show to review it, how bad it is. Number 1, it's a sci-fi world, but we still use phones. We have holograms, we have giant robots, not really though, but we still use phones. Number 2, they're not even real robots, they're just holograms that you stick a toy down and you make a hologram. It's not even real. It's a battle simulator, it says. It's fiction within fiction, basically. It's the most boring thing I've ever heard. Number 3, the term is called a festa, which is another word for festival, but like I said in the the Asterisk War, about the Asterisk War thing, yes, the show and the Asterisk War also uses Festas. It's already a done thing. It's just the same idea used over and over again. It's a fancy word for tournament. Number 4, bad guy wears a mask. Again, just like in the Asterisk War. Still watch the video, but it's literally just like that. The bad guy wears a mask. It's basically Masquerade and Bakugan, except very much less interesting. Number 5, the main character girl. Does she look any way angry? You don't, no, scratch that. Does she look in any way scarred at all in her life? No, scratch that too. Does it look like that anyone in her life ever told her no? If you said any answer other than no, then you should stop watching this video because you're already too far gone. This is not a character, and I'm not taking it seriously. Number 6 is extremely far away from the original source material. Now, I'm not an expert in Mobile Suit Gundam, but I'm pretty sure it's a show about people and robots in space fighting each other to the death in an intergalactic war. I know that much about it. It's definitely not a super safe battle simulator tournament show. I don't care if this is a spin-off or prequel. It is so far away from the thing that we got in the decades ago. Speaking of decades, I guess just wrap this up. Almost half of all the anime in existence was made last decade. No, I'm serious. Let's see here. We have 2,215 anime shows made in the 2010s versus the 2,290 shows made all the years before that. That is, it's off by like 75. All you have to do is make 75 shows and you made more anime shows in the 2010s than you did all time. And I'm pretty sure you can count the YouTube stuff, so I think, yeah, we did make half the stuff, then we made half the anime that exists right now last decade. That just shows how completely generic things are. It's just the same stuff over and over and over and over again. But enough about that. This is the last time I'll ever talk about it, and I promise that.
Fuck you and your terrible game, cunt!
Okay, gaming. Yeah, most games are very unfinished and very much downgraded. Now, we have this video, Ubisoft downgrades. You can see that. I'm not going to show clips of it because I don't want to take away from it. Just see it. We have the most infamous, we have the Madden games, courtesy of Angry Joe. You see that basically every single Madden game is the same. No, literally, just watch the NBA 2021 and 2022 videos he did. It literally just shows the field having the same 2K19, 2K20 logo on the field. They're playing the same game basically, and the same goes for Battlefield 2. But I guess I don't have to tell you that. You can just see it for yourself. And even more recently, you have the remastered GTA, which is a complete failure. But I don't have to tell you that. Just look at it for yourself. I'm not doing all this research. I told you what it is. You can tell me I'm wrong or I'm right. I am right though. I'm not a gamer, and thank God for that, because I would probably be broke with all this hype out there now. But yeah, it's a very big addiction. I see that people cling to these AAA titles because, well, they're addicts. And no, I don't mean addicted to playing video games. I mean being addicted to the hype of it all. Being addicted to, you know, this IP you've fell in love with, this thing you've grown up with. Like, Call of Duty has been here since 2002. That means you have grown men playing it, basically. Because that's how time works. It's the same as Infinity War and Endgame. People are going to clamor to it because they've been conditioned to like it for years and years. It's addiction, basically. And yeah, I don't have to say that a lot of these games break a lot because companies are trying to maintain them by giving them updates. That's why all these games have bugs. like GTA 5. And yeah, this all happens because you let them. Because you simply can't stop with this. But that's fine. I don't get hurt by it because I'm not even a gamer. So you can go ahead.
Everyone beats a black woman.
Alright, to start off with this, I would like to say no, not political. It's just that I don't like stupid people. If you talk about, I don't know, gender, if you talk about, I don't know, supremacy of any group, I'm just gonna call you stupid because that's not real. It's not. It's all in your freaking head. Alright, that being said, Parler was removed from Google because it was against political correctness. Now, political correctness, you can basically take the word correctness out. You can even take the word political out because it's basically just feelings. It's your feelings, basically. And Parler went against that, which is why it's taken off of Google Play right now. You can't get Parler anymore. It doesn't have a leg to stand on. And and we got Twitter. Twitter is, you already know, Twitter is basically a gulag where people try and ruin other people's careers with something they did many years ago. I have a perfect example actually. There was a more recent thing that happened with JoJo's ASMR. Now, yeah, it's a good channel if you like ASMR, I mean. But yeah, so yeah, he was recently tried to be canceled because people found this thing he did when he was 16 years old. And what was that? He said the N-word. No, not the hard R. Just the N-word you'd hear in a lot of rap songs. And he got canceled for that because I guess no one can mature and grow up and realize that, yeah, okay, maybe that was a little immature. I don't think I have to say this was years ago. Next thing, gender and being trans. Yep, I'm not gonna stop talking about this. I don't care how many dislikes I get. I don't care how many people try and get rid of me. This is dumb. It's dumb. You have this organization that screams victimization, yet you will lose your job if you offend them. Your flag is waved at the FBI. And you also have, I guess, you just have this movement that gets many dollars from people. Soon you won't be able to say that Africans once owned slaves, even though that is historically correct. That they didn't just walk to America, they were bought. But to end this debacle, we'll talk about the YouTube dislike being gone. Yes, I am counting that as a woke thing because it is done so that you don't hurt the feelings of the creators. Even though you can still freaking see the dislikes yourself. This is freaking lazy. It's lazy agenda. They only did this so you can't see the number of dislikes that certain, news videos have. Because I'll tell you right now, I can still see my dislikes. And don't worry, I can show you them right now. You can be rest assured knowing that I still have a lot of people who don't like me. Porn! Yep, I'm not getting rid of this either. I do have some bad news. I did recently, relapse, but I'm doing better now. Back on my feet, and I think I figured out the reason why I relapsed, and that would be caffeine. So yeah, apparently caffeine does increase libido. It just does that. So I did drink a lot of sweet tea. Like I would drink 4 to 5 bottles a day, honestly. I know I should be thinking more about diabetes than my other addiction, but one problem at a time, really. And that being said, we can just get on to this last thing. This thing I recently found out since I relapsed, so that's how I found out about this. So apparently Pornhub, its videos, and its hamster, they can still be Googled just like that. They don't have any protection. Your kid can basically just hear hey man, I found this rap video on Pornhub, check this out. And, you know, they can just go on Pornhub and find it, and nothing would be able to stop them from finding it. A 12-year-old can just find this site, be addicted just like me for 7 years, honestly. I have nothing to hide. And yeah, the only protection these websites have is, oh, you 18, bro? Yeah, that's it. It's just that little window. You can press yes, and yeah, you just get right on that and watch whatever you want to watch. It's horrible. And yeah, I'm done with that. Alright, on to the next thing. TikTok. Now, I've never been on it. I don't want to be on it. And nothing on this earth can make me go on it. That being said, this is the stuff that I managed to find. So we have the Benadryl challenge that I guess killed a 14-year-old, maybe 16-year-old, I don't remember. And you have this thing going on where abortions are popularized, but hey, you know, you don't have to take it from me. Take it from them.
You be having me on that sweet shit. You got my heart, got my mind.
Right, and that being said, we also have a group of Helen Keller deniers that have been formed because TikTok is a wasteland of stupidity. If you go on TikTok, you will unlearn things and you will learn stupid things. That is how this works.
I have autism and I liked the movie. 8 out of 10.
YouTube is a place, it's a special place really. You know, at the same time Red Letter Media can try and say how the Star Wars prequels are objectively bad without a doubt and you should not like them. Like, just everything about them. But at the same time, you're not allowed to criticize the MCU. You're just not allowed to, or at least the biggest movies they made. Now, in my Infinity War video, where I horribly called out Jay Etsy and just terrible camera work, the reason why I called him out was because he is the main person defending and gatekeeping the MCU right now. Now, it's not really a bad thing, but it's not really a good thing when it comes to the internet, because he's an internet person. That's it. It's not an insult, and it's not a compliment. He's just an internet person. It's just what an internet person does. So I'll leave him be with it. However, I have to say, no, you have to admit, it has problems. It has so many problems that I would rather watch the Star Wars prequels than watch Infinity War or Endgame again.
If she breathes, she's a thought!
Alright, next topic. Simps. Just don't simp. I honestly don't have any screenshots because I can't bear to just go there to those places. Like, I did make the Candy K video where it showed how many Sims she had, but that's honestly it. I can't go on Chatterbait. I can't go on Jerkmate. I don't want to research it because it's just gonna be sad. I don't want to see all these desperate people. I don't want to see all these women supporting their OnlyFans. I really just can't stand it.
Shit, you piece of shit!
Wait,
This is the conclusion. Stay on the internet and you will feel pain. That is just the end of it. There's nothing really good coming down the road. You have bad video games that are being sold to you. You have movies that are just brain dead basically and overpraised. You have wokeness. TikTok is just a bad place. Stay off of TikTok. If there's anything you learn from this, it's don't watch anime, modern anime, and stay off of TikTok. And yeah, that's really all the internet has to offer. That and god awful memes by normies. And with all that being said, this will be the last video I ever make on YouTube. For several reasons. One, there's just not that many things to talk about. Like, everything's just depressing nowadays, and I don't really want to look at it anymore. Two being, you know, the quality isn't really that good, I'll be honest with you. I still have not figured out how I want to do this, so I think this is a good time to just quit while I'm not behind, I guess. And the third reason would just be I have things I want to do, and this really was just a thing about information. This wasn't a thing about me being popular, wasn't about me making money. It's just about me saying, hey, you should take a look at this. Yeah, look, yeah, stay away from that. That's basically why I did this. And yeah, with that, if I ever actually do come back to the internet after saying I was leaving this channel, you are very much free to ridicule me and talk about how dramatic I am, because this is very dramatic, honestly. And with that, take care, heed my warning, and have a good life. Hope you enjoyed this.